Alright, welcome back to another episode of Beer, Bacon, and Bros. It is that time of the year again. It is the 1st of April, which means Master Week is upon us. Chris's favorite tournament of the year, probably by far.
Yeah.
I would venture to say. So we're gonna talk Masters odds, who you want to see winning versus who you think's actually gonna win, and then we'll kind of run through what we got. So top odds right now, you got Jon Rahm, JT, Dustin Johnson, Cameron Smith are your top 4 guys to win.
Yep.
Outside of those 4 guys, who do y'all see winning? Who do you like? What you got?
Is VJ still playing? Is VJ still playing?
VJ. I did see a highlight the other day.
So I'm gonna go with my boy Jordan Spieth. He's had 8 starts at Augusta National and he's finished in the top 5 times. I think it's finally one of those years where he can just finally get over that threshold and close it out. I'm gonna go. That's who my vote's gonna be, and also doubled as an underdog vote because he's barely in the top 10 in the predictions right there. So
Yeah, plus 2,000. So
yeah.
Wow. Just kind of a weird feeling, but Scotty Scheffler, and he's making his first start at the Masters, I believe, or it might be his second. But I mean, the guy's played really, really well. He's leading the FedEx Cup points. He's a top 5 he's actually sitting 5th in the Masters odds. He's not my guy by any means. Like I've been a big Xander Schauffele fan for the last 2 years. Always been a Justin Thomas, Jordan Spieth guy, but I love Xander. I don't feel like Xander's playing good enough golf unless he just comes in as a totally different person this weekend. He's played good at the Masters in the past, but he's never been good enough to probably win. So, but if you're going to take another dark horse that's also in the top 10, I like Victor Hovland as well. I think
Absolutely,
I think Victor's playing really well right now too.
Pick. For a young man, Victor's a solid choice.
Yeah.
I got 2 guys that I don't know. I would be willing to put money on either one of them right now. But I can't remember what the metrics were exactly I looked at. But either way, they're of like 5 categories. They're in the top 3 in 3 of them.
Yeah.
Cameron Smith, Patrick Cantlay.
Okay.
My 2 guys that I like to win this tournament this year.
Yeah, Cameron Smith's playing really good too.
He just won 2 weeks ago at the TPC Sawgrass, the Players Championship. And your man, Scotty Scheffler, right now, won the tournament before that in the Arnold Palmer Invitational.
Yep.
So both of them were coming off 2 really good wins for him.
Yep.
And young guy out of Australia with Cameron Smith, or the U.S. man.
I always feel like it's never the person that's going into the Masters hot.
It is true. I was talking with the golf coach at Riverwell High School today, Roger Smith, who's a long-time golf coach, veteran, actually coached Gary, our best friend in high school. And I was talking to him about it. I was like, who's your favorite? He said, I like experience when it comes to the Masters. I like people that have played there. I like people that have played well there. I like people that have been on tour for a long time and actually possibly even won there before.
He wants Tiger to win it, doesn't he?
I asked him.
Who doesn't? His 6 Queen Jack would be awesome.
Another great comeback for the storybooks. And
absolutely.
Just decides today he wants to play. Gets it.
I asked him, I was like, in all seriousness, like, what is Tiger's chances? I mean, the guy hasn't played. He played 1 round at Augusta last week, and then he's practiced here the whole rest of the time. And he was like, look, you got to understand, Tiger Woods is not going to go out there and shoot 75 and not make the cut. Like, he fully believes he is in position to win it. He even said it today in the press conference. They asked him, do you even believe that you can win?
He goes, yeah, I do.
And he said, yeah, I do. And so...
And I forgot...
he's not ruling him out.
Somebody, one of the other players who had a practice round with him said he was absolutely dialed in. Driver was looking good. He said...
It was Thomas, wasn't
it?
It might have been...
They showed...
I think it was Thomas who was with...
They showed his metrics, too. Like his average... They did the shot track of all his drives.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, he was carrying the ball still, like, 290, was on target. Like, I think he had, like, 18% kind of go off target. Like,
yeah.
It looked like there was nothing wrong with him whatsoever on those drives that they had mapped out there.
Plus 4,000.
I know. It would be
insane.
Wild to see Tiger win it again.
Yeah.
But
$100 would win you $40,000?
Yeah.
100 would win you 4,000.
No, it's plus 4,000.
Yeah, so that's based off of 100. 100 would win you
Oh,
4,000.
yeah, that's stupid.
Either way.
100 for 4,000?
If I'm betting $100 on him winning the Masters and I only get 4,000 in return when he does, those odds are not very.
He's all the way down here.
He's below Shane Lowry.
He's below Shane
now.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the 4,000 return on $100. That's not a good ROI on that.
Yeah.
Theoretically. But if you like experience, he has it. He's got 5 of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Any guesses on the ends down here?
Yeah, I would say. I mean, obviously, I'd like to see Tiger win, but I like Xander Schauffele too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with my boy Brooks Koepka.
Okay.
He always plays decent at the Masters. Last year? I don't know how he did last year. I can't remember how he did last year.
I want to see the top 10 finishes.
I watched him the whole way through, but by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it was kind of just all a blur.
Oh, nap time.
Yeah,
Nap time, couple beers, couple
But
naps.
I love his game on and off the field. He's just the guy that I feel like if
So you
we were here, we'd be good bros. And
So you're Kepka, your team Kepka.
I'm Team Koepka.
Versus
Team Bryson?
Not Team Bryson.
not Team Bryson. No. I'm glad to see Bryson. What does he have? Plus 3,500. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It'd be cool to see Bryson win it, though. I think that'd be really good in my book. I'm a Bryson
But
fan.
I don't think this course fits his style of play.
It doesn't. No, because the Masters is not wide enough for him to be inaccurate with his bomb drives.
Exactly. I don't care if you can hit it 470, cool, but you're.
Augusta National's too narrow for him.
I say you're 20 yards in the.
Going back to what you said, like the golf coach that said that he likes experience in the Masters. That's like the whole reason I'm going with Jordan Spieth. It's like it's somebody that's been there. He has competed. He's been that close to the podium, that close. Like at this point in time, that kid has to know this course. Like,
Yeah.
Well,
I like that pick too because after his first Masters, he kind of like trailed off for a little bit,
and then he picked it back
kind
up.
of hit that adversity wall, and I feel like he's definitely become.
He kind of got that mental headspace game, and he's kind of
that's a
out
lot
of
of
it.
pressure when you're 19 years old.
Oh yeah,
You're-
absolutely.
That's your first Masters.
But again, if you like experience, you gotta like the lead man in John Rahm.
Yeah.
You gotta like.
I just don't like John Rahm because he's going in too hot in the Masters. It's hardly ever a guy that's coming in with all the momentum.
It's never the top dog on the odds board.
Agreed.
It's never that guy.
But if you like experience and you want that, like John Rahm,
He's a master.
Oh yeah, he's
He's
got
a
it hands down.
Yeah.
It's the fact that he's the top dog in the Masters.
and it just
I kind of
happened.
want to say it's like the curse of the number one seed.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
the
Not
odds of
many
it happening
being-
is not. Yeah.
But I think Brooks is a good pick too because he's somebody that always shows up in the majors. He doesn't
Brooks
always win
does, yeah.
the tournaments. He doesn't always put all his energy and stuff. He always shows up in majors. So that's another.
I mean,
solid
hell, I'll
pick.
be rooting for Dustin Johnson too, the local South Carolina kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody reported today that they felt like after watching all the practice rounds and stuff that Dustin Johnson has looked like the best golfer on the golf course.
DJ hit.
Which was interesting because he did not play well the end of the year last
No,
year.
he did not.
I mean, he has not.
He's
started
been
this
cool.
year
He's
very
been kind
hot.
of cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he has not played well since he won the Masters. So,
But he doing a practice round along the putt going earlier. I think it was today. He hit Brooks Koepka with a chip.
Did he?
Yeah, like he did give him like a forward.
Good,
It
of
just
course, all
kind
matters.
of like you saw Brooks and his caddy walk by. You saw Dustin Johnson hit his shot, kind of grimace. Caddy ducked, and then Brooks looked over at him like, "The hell, man! No warning, no nothing."
So
And you just kind of saw Dustin Johnson, whoops, and kind of went back to chipping.
you know what's kind of an interesting name on this board though that we haven't said not a single one of us said his name.
Roy?
Roy
Yeah,
McIlroy.
that exactly.
And
I was a toss-up between Brooks and Roy, but I gotta go American.
Usually,
Rory's one of those guys though, where he's at on this board right now and his kind of production he's putting out. If he won it, no one would really be surprised.
exactly. Yeah,
It just-
I don't
it
think it would
wouldn't
be
be
a
a shocker.
surprise. I just feel like every time we get around to a major, somebody throws Roy's name in there. Like this is the guy that I want to see. This
I
is
feel
the
like he's
guy that-
consistently been one of those guys. He's always making it all the way through the final cuts. He's always being in the leaderboard. His name's always right there.
Yeah, it's just so close.
He's
but
very
not there.
consistent. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, it's gonna be interesting. We'll see who comes out with the best prediction out of this. So, let us know in the comments who you think's gonna win the 2022 Masters. And as always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe.